All right, so welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive.
Excited to be here.
We're going to tackle this product called Nagano Lean Body Tonic.
Yeah,
Have you heard of this?
I have, yeah. It's making the rounds, so to speak.
It's making some
A
waves.
lot of buzz.
Yeah, a lot of buzz. So I'm interested to see what we dig up here today.
Absolutely. Let's get into it.
So I know that weight loss is a huge thing for people just all the time, especially in today's world, it feels like. Like everything is stacked against us.
Totally.
No.
Yeah, like, back in the day, you could maybe get away with, not having the most pristine diet, and you could, move your body a little bit and you'd be all right.
Right.
But these days, it's a whole different ballgame. It's like you've got to really be on top of everything to stay, at a healthy weight.
Yeah.
You've got processed foods everywhere you look.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
It's just so easy to make those not so healthy choices.
It's so convenient.
And then, most people they're sitting all day for work. Even outside of work, you're sitting, you're commuting.
Yeah.
It's
About
hard.
the entire lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, the way our days are set up are just leading us to gain weight, it seems like.
It really is. And then you add in the stress of everything, right?
Yeah.
All the, just the pressures of modern life.
The anxieties.
Yeah, that can lead to weight gain too. It's a real problem.
So I know I'm looking at the marketing materials for this Nagano Lean Body Tonic.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing things like, invigorating waves of jaw-dropping fat loss. Simply mix one scoop, flood your body with newfound energy and vitality. So it seems like they're really leaning into this idea that it's really easy, it's simple, and you're going to get these amazing results.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want that, right?
Right.
Jaw-dropping fat loss.
Right.
That sounds pretty good. But, I think it's important to be realistic here. Sustainable weight loss, I think it usually takes some work. It's not always easy. It's about making lifestyle changes, building healthy habits.
Right.
It's not just about finding that magic pill or that one drink that's going to, solve all your problems.
Okay, so that brings us to this tonic, this lean body tonic.
Right.
It's supposed to have this unique formula, something that they're saying is rooted in Japanese tradition, almost like a mystical approach.
Interesting, yeah.
So let's dive into the formula here.
Let's do it.
I'm seeing Camu, I'm seeing EGCG, mangosteen, Panax. What are these?
Okay, so some interesting stuff there.
Yeah.
Camu, this is a fruit.
Okay.
It's from the Amazon rainforest.
Okay.
And it's got crazy high amounts of vitamin C, like tons of vitamin C.
I usually think of vitamin C like to boost your immune system or
Right.
when you're feeling under the weather.
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But it can do more than that.
Okay, so tell me how it could help with weight loss.
So there's some research that suggests that vitamin C, it might help your body burn fat better when you exercise.
Oh.
And it could also be good for insulin sensitivity, which helps keep your blood sugar stable.
Yeah.
And that can, indirectly help with managing weight.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So yeah, Camu, it's more than just, a trendy ingredient.
Right.
There might be some real benefits there.
Okay, let's move on to the next one here. What about EGCG? I feel like I've heard of this before.
Yeah, EGCG, you've probably seen it on like green tea labels.
No. Right. Okay.
It's been used in Asia for centuries. And now science is starting to like catch up and understand why it's been so valued.
Yeah.
So it's not just, a fad or anything.
Okay, so what does it do?
So it's a really powerful antioxidant.
Okay.
But it's also been linked to something called thermogenesis.
Thermogen.
Yeah, which is basically your body burning calories to produce heat.
Oh, so it kind of turns up your internal thermostat.
Exactly. Yeah, it's like, boosting your metabolism a bit.
Okay, I like that. What other ingredients do we have in here? Is there anything else that jumps out?
I think Momordica charantia is pretty interesting.
Amortica what?
Charantia.
Oh my God.
It's also known as bitter melon.
Okay. I've heard of bitter melon, I think.
Yeah, so research suggests that it might help your body use carbs for energy better
Okay.
instead of storing them as fat, which I think is something we can all, relate to.
Totally. Especially, with the modern diet, there's just so many carbs everywhere. It's hard to avoid.
Exactly. Yeah, those tempting carbs.
Right.
Everywhere.
Okay, so what else do we have in here?
We've got mangosteen.
Mangosteen.
Yeah, it's a tropical fruit,
Okay.
and it's full of fiber and antioxidants,
Okay.
and those can definitely help with weight loss.
Okay, so it's like they packed a lot of beneficial ingredients into this tonic.
Yeah, it seems like it.
So, I was also looking at some of the customer testimonials,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen some pretty amazing results.
Really? What have you seen?
People talking about increased energy, fewer cravings, even feeling younger, things like that.
Wow, okay.
What are your thoughts on that? Like, are those testimonials, are those things that we should be paying attention to?
So, I mean, it's always great to hear those personal stories, right?
Right.
Like, it can be inspiring to hear how this product has helped people.
Yeah.
But, I think it's important to remember that everyone's different.
Okay.
What works for one person might not work for another.
Right.
Those testimonials are often, carefully chosen, the best ones, the most positive ones, to kind of showcase, the best possible outcome.
Right.
They're not necessarily representative of everyone's experience.
So I'm guessing there are no controlled studies on this product.
Right. Yeah, I haven't seen any.
Yeah, and the sales page is really leaning on that emotional aspect.
Right.
It's really focusing on those stories. And it doesn't really have much science to back it up.
Yeah, it's more about like the feeling, the personal experience rather than hard data.
Okay. Well, they are offering a 180-day money-back guarantee.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So what do you think about that? Is that a sign of confidence in the product, or is that just a clever marketing tactic?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, a money-back guarantee, it can be reassuring.
Right.
Right? It kind of makes you feel like, okay, well, if it doesn't work, I'm not out anything.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily mean the product is effective.
Okay.
It could just be a way to get more people to try it.
Right, to kind of lower that barrier of entry.
Exactly.
Okay. So it's kind of like, hey, you have nothing to lose.
Right. Give it a shot.
Maybe you'll lose weight.
Yep.
But I guess you still have to weigh the benefits against the cost.
Definitely. Yeah, even with the guarantee, you still want to think about, okay, is this worth it for me?
Okay. So we've got this Nagano Lean Body Tonic.
Mm-hmm.
It's got, this exotic ingredient list.
Yeah.
They're saying it's going to help us overcome the weight loss hurdles that we have in the modern world.
Uh-huh.
What else is there to consider?
Well, let's see. I noticed that the source material mentions some other interesting ingredients, too.
Okay, like what?
Things like ashwagandha.
Ashwagandha.
Yeah, and eleuthero root.
Okay.
Have you heard of those?
I've heard of ashwagandha, I think.
Yeah, so those are they're called adaptogens.
Oh, right, adaptogens.
Yeah, and they can be really helpful, especially these days with all the stress we're all under.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm interested to see how they're using those in this tonic.
Yeah. How do those fit in with weight loss?
Well, when you're stressed out, your body releases cortisol, right?
Right.
And if you have high cortisol levels all the time, that can actually lead to weight gain,
Oh, wow. Okay.
especially around your belly.
So it's not just about like stress eating. It's
Right.
like the actual hormones.
Exactly, yeah.
Wow.
So these adaptogens like ashwagandha and eleuthero root, they can help your body kind of manage that stress response better.
Okay.
So you're not, constantly pumping out cortisol,
Interesting.
which can then, hopefully help with weight management.
So it's like they're not just going after the physical aspects of weight loss,
Right.
but also like the mental and emotional side of it.
Yeah, I think that's part of their approach.
Right.
And there's also acerola in here,
Acerola.
which is another good source of vitamin C.
Uh-huh.
And the source material says that can help reduce those food cravings we all get
Right.
and give you more energy.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So, it's kind of hitting all those angles.
Yeah, it's like it's trying to tackle like all those little things that get in the way of losing weight, right?
Right, exactly.
Like those afternoon cravings when you just want to like reach for something sweet.
Oh, yeah.
We've all been there.
For sure.
So is there anything else in here that's worth mentioning?
Oh, there's a blend of like 8 different super antioxidants.
Wow. Okay.
So they've got things like barley grass, spinach, blueberry, asparagus, cranberry, pomegranate, broccoli, spirulina.
Okay, that's a lot of superfoods.
Yeah, it's like a whole garden in a bottle.
Right.
Or at least, the good parts of garden.
So how do antioxidants play into this?
Well, there's some research that suggests that chronic inflammation in your body can actually make it harder to lose weight.
Interesting.
So antioxidants, like the ones in this blend, they can help fight that inflammation,
Okay.
which could then, indirectly support weight loss.
So it's like you're creating a healthier environment inside your body
Exactly.
so that everything can work better.
Yeah, it's like, clearing the way for your metabolism to do its thing.
Okay, that makes sense.
We were talking about the customer testimonials earlier.
Right.
And I know we have to be careful about, taking those at face value.
Right.
But I do think they're interesting to look at.
Yeah, definitely.
Because they can give us a sense of how people are experiencing this product.
Yeah, it's one thing to talk about the ingredients and the science.
Right.
But it's another thing to hear from actual people
Exactly.
who have tried it.
Yeah, so there's one testimonial from a woman named Claire in Ohio.
Yeah.
And she was talking about how she gained weight during quarantine.
Right.
And she was feeling really discouraged.
Yeah.
And she said that Nagano Tonic helped her control her cravings.
Oh, okay.
And just feel more in control of her eating habits.
That's really relatable.
Yeah.
Especially with everything that happened during that time.
Totally, yeah.
What other testimonials did you see?
Let's see. There's Mike from Michigan.
Okay.
And he said he noticed a difference in his energy levels right away.
Oh, wow.
And he didn't get those jitters that he used to get from other weight loss products.
Oh, okay.
He also said he felt less bloated,
Mm-hmm.
which he thinks is because of the digestive benefits of the tonic.
Okay, so it sounds like some people are really experiencing those positive effects we were talking about.
Yeah, it seems like
The increased energy and the improved digestion.
Right.
What else?
Oh, there's one from Hazel in Virginia,
Okay.
and she said that the tonic helped her finally reach her weight goal
Oh, wow.
for her high school reunion.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, again, these are just individual stories,
Yeah.
but they are interesting to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's good to see that some people are getting those results.
Yeah, but we do have to keep in mind that everyone's different.
Definitely.
And what works for one person might not work for everyone.
Exactly.
And this tonic is marketed as a way to awaken your metabolism.
Right.
And flood your body with newfound energy and vitality.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds pretty appealing.
Yeah.
But we know that true health and wellness, it takes more than just a supplement.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's about a holistic approach.
Right.
It's about, healthy eating habits,
Yeah.
regular exercise, managing stress, getting enough sleep.
All of that. Yeah.
All those things.
It all works together.
So, okay, let's put it all together here.
Okay.
We've got this Nagano Lean Body Tonic.
Mm-hmm.
It claims to be this potent blend of metabolism-boosting ingredients,
Right.
rooted in Japanese tradition.
Mm-hmm.
It's addressing various aspects of weight management, from metabolism and cravings
Yeah.
to stress and inflammation.
Mm.
We've talked about the potential benefits of ingredients like camu, EGCG, Momordica, Charantia,
The bitter melon.
bitter melon, yes.
And those adaptogens like ashwagandha.
Right.
Yeah.
We've acknowledged that those customer testimonials can be, pretty alluring.
Yeah.
But we've also emphasized that it's important to be critical
Right.
and to really evaluate those claims.
Exactly.
And we've highlighted that weight management really requires a holistic approach.
Right. It's not just about one thing.
It's not a magic bullet.
Yeah.
So what does all this mean for our listeners who might be considering trying Nagano Tonic? So what does all this mean for our listeners who might be considering trying Nagano Tonic?
Yeah, it's a good question. We've talked about a lot.
Right.
We've explored the potential benefits. We've looked at the marketing.
Mm.
And I think it's clear that this product is really tapping into that desire for a simple solution
Right.
to a complex problem.
Right.
It's promising to melt away those pounds
Right.
with just a scoop a day.
Just mix it in.
Yeah.
You're good to go.
Exactly. But as we've discussed,
Mhm.
sustainable weight management, it often takes a more holistic approach.
Right.
It's not just about one thing.
It's about lifestyle.
It is, yeah.
It's about everything.
And I think what's interesting is how this Nagano Tonic
Mm-hmm.
is positioning itself, within a cultural context.
Yeah.
It's drawing on that allure of traditional Japanese wisdom.
Yeah, like ancient secrets.
Exactly. Yeah, and exotic ingredients.
Right. It sounds very mystical.
Yeah, very mysterious.
Mm.
And while some of those ingredients they do show some promise in research.
Right.
It's important to remember that this specific tonic,
Yeah.
it hasn't gone through those rigorous clinical trials.
Right.
So we don't have that solid scientific evidence to say, hey, this definitely works.
So is it a case of buyer beware?
I think to some extent, yes.
Okay.
It's always a good idea to approach these kinds of products with a healthy dose of skepticism.
Okay.
Weigh the potential benefits
Right.
against the marketing claims and the lack of really strong scientific studies.
I mean, they do have that 180-day money-back guarantee,
Right. Yeah, that's true.
so that might be tempting for some people.
Yeah, it definitely lowers the risk, but it still doesn't guarantee that you're going to get those results.
Right.
So ultimately, the decision of whether or not to try it, it's a personal one.
Yeah.
You have to weigh all the factors and decide what's right for you.
Okay, so I guess our final thought for today would be, instead of searching for that quick fix, what are some small sustainable changes
Yeah.
that you can make in your lifestyle to really improve your overall health and well-being?
That's a great question. And I think, it starts with those basic things.
You know, like eating more whole foods,
Right.
finding a way to move your body that you enjoy.
Right. Get some exercise.
Yeah, and managing stress.
Yeah.
Finding those techniques that work for you.
Those are great places to start.
Yeah.
And if you are curious to learn more about Nagano Lean Body Tonic, you can find a link to their website in the show notes.
And as always, do your research.
Yes, do your research.
Informed decisions are empowered decisions.
Absolutely. So thank you for joining us for this deep dive into the world of Nagano Lean Body Tonic.
It's been a pleasure.
And until next time, keep exploring and keep learning.